Hello.
Hi, Liam.
Hi, Keith. How are you? I don't know how this will behave tonight because I've been having, I was having trouble last week. Ever since then, I've been trying to sort out what the issue is. I think what I'm going to have to buy is I'm going to have to buy a set of home plugs to connect me here directly through the wiring system into the hub. Because I can't sort out what the issue is.
Yeah.
So I don't know how good this is going to be tonight, but we'll give it a go and see what happens.
Well, you appear to be running all right.
Yeah, it's saying 12 meg, and it did that at the weekend. It said 12 meg, and it went down to 1, then back down to a half. So we'll give it a go and see. Have you ever had trouble with a clear coat cracking?
Yes.
Any idea why?
Will depend on what kind of clear coat is it.
Well, I tried the old Pledge Clear. It is. You can see the name there, Clear. Okay, it is. But it's the new formula that they changed it in the UK, and it doesn't seem to be the same. I should probably have stuck to the Humbrol Clear, which I had been using. It's easy enough. It just means I've had to sand it again and start again. But
yeah, unfortunately, with a lot of those, I got this, which is I suppose your equivalent of Clear over there, but it's called Past.
Right.
It was future, past together. Yeah. Anyway, this stuff is basically the straight ingredient that used to be in future. Unfortunately, now those new ones, they have a tendency of putting a whole bunch of stuff in, and they don't lay down the way they used to.
No, it's got a nice smell. Who cares? Yeah, it's obviously not clear anymore. It's a sort of it looks actually like that stuff. But the Humbrol Clear, I think I may go back to that. But every time I try and do it with an airbrush, it doesn't really work too well. I end up with a matte instead of a gloss.
I use golden as well, golden clear coat, which is really nice. I also use this aqua gloss as well.
Hold on, let me add. Wayne's trying to come in. I'll add him in.
Aqua gloss is very nice as well.
Everyone's here at the same time. Hold on. That's. I think I should get that now. I think. The other alternative is a lot of people are going mad over here about the AK Interactive clear gloss, or some people use the actual Winsor & Newton, the artist clear.
Yep, they're good. Yeah. They're very good.
So I may just I'll try it one more time. It's funny, I put clear on aircraft and I never have a problem. The last time before you were a regular, I was trying to build the Christine model, and it was exactly the same problem. It just cracked, and it's just, to me, a paint. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
No,
I don't know what the issue is, but we give it a go. It's a pity because this little thing's coming on. It's I don't know. I've got the body and so on, and it's hi Wayne.
Hello.
And it's coming together. I mean, and it's a fact everything works on it. The steering works and the wheels all move and so on. Very pleased with it, but just haven't as much time as I would have liked to have gotten work on it. But then this kept me back by getting the crackle effect.
I tell you stuff that I absolutely live by. I absolutely love it.
Mr. Surfacer, is it Mr. Surfacer type?
Yeah, it's a Mr.
Hobby.
Mr. Hobby. But it's Mr. Super Clear UV cut.
Yeah.
And this is the gloss version. I've got the matte version and whatnot else. It's so nice. You can put it over decals. You can put it over any paint. You can put it. I mean, it's just amazing. I love it.
I got the guy in Belfast had that, but he had very little. Basically, when he got in all the Mr. Hobby stuff, it just sold out, just went zip out the door. So I was lucky to get that, but he didn't have any clear. I probably would have gone for it. Not £8 for a primer. It's expensive, but
but it lays down like
Yeah,
you
I know.
wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fantastic. There's no problem with it, except the business about it not standing. But
Yeah, yeah,
otherwise I'm happy with it. So it depends if I can try and have the thing prepared before I prime it and not have to sand it, I'm probably okay. But we'll see.
yeah.
Um, Hi Wayne, sorry I'm chatting about clear coats and so on. Did you start on
Hi.
a Mad Max, or are you still deciding? I mean, you got your hair cut. I saw that much, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the counselling to do it. I've picked my vehicle for the Mad Max build. It's
Very nice.
stock.
Heavy duty, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to go mad now. It has to not resemble what it started out as. So I'm expecting to see it completely changed.
I'm just going to get a bit of balsa wood, just has some spikes, a bulldozer blade type grabbing device.
Scratch ball, just chuck everything at it. That's what say. If I get this finished, what I've worked out from building this version is I may do the same thing. I may assemble it as it is, unpainted, and then basically chop it, because all of this business, all of this part, like the bodies, all of the interior separate from the actual kit. So I'll probably put the whole lot together and then do the chopping, leaving the wheels off and the engine out, obviously. But I have to try and source an engine from somewhere else.
Yeah.
A nice big one.
Oh yeah, the bigger the better. I mean, the wheels are not in proportion to the car at all. The wheels are completely disproportionate. Oh, wrong way.
Looks good as Mad Max then.
So it'll be ridiculous when those ones that they may be a little too big. I don't know, but it's just again sourcing parts, because the 1/35th scale, no problem at all. 1/24th, there's nothing to choose from. That's why I had to go for this toy basically. And I'll just adapt the parts. I'll chop bits off that and use it. But and I was trying to find Toys R Us is literally about 400 yards from here, so I've had to wander around to try and find an alternative. But there just isn't anything in the right scale. But I'll keep looking.
Yeah.
Are we finished at Goblin, or are we still building?
Oh no, the Goblin's done. I need to do just a little bit of painting on his feet, but he's essentially done. I'm in the process at the moment. I tried several different approaches with doing Spider-Man, and now I'm up to his webbing. Like I bordered everything in black, between the red and blue, and then I tried to use a wash on him, and he's very glossy at the moment because I've obviously got the gloss coat now. But that wasn't going to go down in the grooves all that well. I tried a mechanical pin, but that left everything sort of to the one size. It just, too wide. Even though I had it the same size, so to speak, you know what I mean? It was just too big, and I went, yeah, better off. So I've got this is an Izabi Kalinsky sable, and it's a sort of a cross between a small brush and, I don't know whether you can see it, and a liner. But the pure Kalinsky sables are just beautiful, and I've just been slowly but surely doing, I don't know whether you can see the webbing.
It's difficult to see it. It's probably a still image we need to see to get it probably the right detail, but let me just get you full screen. It's just not showing up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No. Well, at my end, it certainly isn't anyhow.
But yeah, it's turning out. It's turning out well. At least I can, dictate what size that the webbing's going to be and all that type of stuff. So.
You picked a toughie. I wouldn't take it on. I wouldn't attempt to paint that. That's just beyond my skill. So
I like doing figures. So figures are my. So I don't.
Probably if it was just a small detail, I would have a go, but not not to do the whole webbing over his whole suit. My God, that's
Oh yeah, that's nothing. At one stage, I had people were just getting aliens and predators off me, and they just wanted me to paint aliens and predators, and it drove me up the wall because the problem with the predators is not the skin or anything like that. Like painting it up is just fine, but then you have to come back and paint the webbing because it's actually part of the model itself.
yeah.
And it's obviously it's raised. So not only do you have to paint the top of all of the webbing, but you have to go down the sides as well.
Oh, to get the 3D effect, yeah.
Yeah, it is an incredibly mind-numbing process, and at the end of it, you just have to suck it up and go, right, okay, I've just got to do this. So you just suck it up and zoom, and you go, and about 4 hours later, you go, right, put it down, leave it for another day or so, and come back and do another 2 or 3 hours on it, leave it, and you just keep on doing that because otherwise you'll go balmy. But this is easy compared to the Predator's bloody thing. It's like it drives me insane, but it's not really that hard to do. It's fairly easy.
Let me just add Randall in here.
Okay. I don't know what it is. The link doesn't actually just come straight up.
It's let me just try and post it again somewhere else. Hold on.
Office today.
Aye.
I'm just saying there's about to be a load of sore heads in Google's main office today.
Well, what was that? Why was that, Wayne? Is there some reason?
Saying it's America's birthday, wasn't it, on Saturday?
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, yeah, true.
Hey, Randall.
Hello, Randall.
Hi, Keith.
Just let me.
Hey.
Just posting a link. Hi, Randall. Just posting a link because people are saying it never works. The one that it posts. I don't know why not. Try that and see. Yep. Did our computer issue from earlier on get resolved?
It did indeed, yes.
That's good. Okay, that's fine.
Not being asked silly questions by the computer again.
You're kosher again for an hour while.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's grand. Is it working any better?
It's still working pretty much the same as when you
Yeah. Well, but do you think it's an improvement on what you had before?
Oh, definitely.
Right. Well, that's good. That's something.
It's obviously, but there you go.
Yeah, and don't forget this R machine is still sitting here too to try if you ever do want to give it a go. But
certainly, but
yeah, we'll sort something out. I'm actually off on leave next week, so I probably won't have a hangout next Monday night. I don't think so, but I may try and maybe get a run to Port Stewart at some stage. Maybe throw it on day. We'll see.
certainly.
I know we're avoiding it on the Monday. We don't want to go anywhere in the north on the Monday. Next Sunday is Randall's birthday, and it's the 12th of July, which is a big celebration day for certain categories of Irishmen. Sorry, UK citizens. What are we working on?
I really wish I was born when I was supposed to be.
Which was let me
the
think.
4th of July.
It'd be hard to stick then. You'd be saying to all the Americans, it's my birthday too. Send me a present. We should all ask Brad Hare to send us a present.
Yeah.
Have you seen that stash he's got?
It's
incredible. It's like
I'm actually going to contact him because I noticed that he had. It was about 3 or 4 of those starfighters that I was after.
He's got everything. He's got the Yamagutsis and whatever it is, whatever. Yeah. You name it, he's got it there. Randall, have you ever tried a crowd called King Kit?
I've heard of them. I can't.
Yeah. It was.
I don't think I've ever actually tried them.
Yeah, it was. I was looking for. Jack's still trying to find a jet. A bat boat, bat wing. Sorry. Funny, they have one for 20 quid.
Ah.
So I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he hasn't come back to me. I think he's just retired from hangouts for a while, I think, but I'll get speaking to him at some stage. But King Kit, for anybody, maybe Wayne would know who they are as well. King Kit, Keith, is a company in the UK that buy up stashes. So if you're retiring or moving or whatever, they buy your stash. I don't know how good their prices would be, but they then resell them as second-hand items. But vast selection of models that you wouldn't get anywhere else. But wow. I'm saying about Brad stuff. Brad stuff is like that picture last week of the guy on top of the pyramid of kits that everyone thought was insane. I think Brad could probably achieve that with what he has. So, and that's not everything. What's in that shed's not everything apparently. So.
Yeah, I just look at his stash, and I've been watching. He's got about half a dozen videos of him packing that thing out, and it's like, my God, the kits.
I keep pressing the space bar and then sort of trying to see what's there, but it's sort of you have to sort of pause it when he's not. And it keeps moving the camera too quickly and trying to see what's on the thing. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think he intends selling anything. I think it's a case of that's his retirement fund or something. But it must be worth thousands.
Grieving those round the world cruise fund.
Yes, definitely. When you see that he's got a box of Polar Light 350s, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But well, that's good luck to him. I thought perhaps he was helping someone move a store or something, but then when I realised it was all his own stuff. Oh well.
Well, he's got stashes. I think he's got about 3 or 4 actual like shipping container type storage areas that he's got. It's like, and I saw one of his videos, and he had like, I don't know how many kits he had in his shed that he made, but outside he had all these kits, huge mounds of kits covered over with tarps. Oh my God!
Yeah, but saying that, Eric is the same. Eric Hawkins put up those pictures of his stuff and all the boxes. If the boxes are what he says they are, again, it's insane. But we're just jealous. It's just jealousy. That's all it is.
Good on
him. I know I posted that picture of the stash that was like this pyramid mound in the big shed with this guy standing on top of it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to get photographs up of my own stash.
Oh, here we go now. It's not going to be that big, I hope.
No. I hope not.
But
I might be about a quarter of that size if it was all actually put together in one room.
Right. You know how bad I am, and I've sworn that I'm not buying anything else, but then I keep seeing something here and something there and whatever. I got a 1/32 scale Revell BF109 G10, which was going really cheap. I couldn't resist it. I think it's because international. Who is it? No, it's the guy who builds all the aircraft kits in America, but he's British international British modeler or something. Built the kit, and I was really impressed with what he got of the results from it. And it's only 14 quid on Amazon, yeah. So really good value.
That's the problem. My wife, I keep on saying I'm not going to buy another kit, and she keeps on going, yeah. See something that you just have to have.
Yeah. Well, we all want to have Brad's collection, but we can't have it. So.
Keep producing all these wonderful kits that we must have.
Well, there hasn't been that much. There's a slowed down a little bit, Randall.
Do you want to see what my pickings were from Tankfest?
I was watching. You were on with Carwin. I'd seen some of the stuff. Yeah, you did quite well. I like the Stuka. You got that quite cheap as well.
That's the Terminator.
Yeah.
HD.
You'll have to do a thingy on that. What do you call them? All clad, of course.
Yeah. I've got my Churchill flamethrower tank done.
Why banner? Is that's just happens to be the decals that came with it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Hulk tank.
No. Just check this box out. I don't know if you can see it on the box. But this Churchill mine clearance tank, it's got the same name on it. I don't think you can see it too clearly. It's too shiny.
Is that another one you got?
Yeah, it's a
Tank, same name.
Yeah, it's got the same name. I don't know if it's like one of the like call signs or one of the original decals. I don't know about that. That's
it must be famous for some reason, perhaps. The guy, it wouldn't be the same commander who had 2 different versions of the tank or something.
I don't know. I don't know if it's well, all the specialised armour was with one division, was the 79th. So I don't know if it's something to do with their call sign or something. Right.
Yeah. I know it's a bit like the German commander, the Tiger commander. Wittmann, he had a whole series of different tanks.
Yeah. I was watching you Saturday night in the hotel bar, getting legless.
Watching who?
Watching the Amazing Plastics Saturday across the pond.
Oh, well, I wasn't there. It was
somebody who looked like you.
It tweren't me because I tweren't where I can't do Sunday nights. It's just too late for my. It's past my bedtime.
I said I watched Across the Pond the repeat on Saturday night.
Oh, sorry, the one from the ordinary one, the Across the Pond one. Sorry.
I thought of a way around doing the the Confederate flag on the Dukes of Hazzard car. Can't you do a Stars and Stripes and you call it the General Grant?
Yep. Someone already posted that. I think it was someone mentioned that this week. The idea of getting rid. The whole thing's silly. The whole thing's blown out of all proportion.
You say about the German flags. I've got a and then on the flag the swastika's missing off it.
Yeah, it's just silly. You know, if it's a model, it's been built to represent the vehicle or the aircraft. What's the issue? We're not all going to run out and join the Nazi party or buy bed sheets over our head to join the Ku Klux Klan or something.
And the thing is, though, a lot of people are using the pictures, a lot using like propaganda pictures as well. So they're going to have the flags and everything inside.
Yeah, it is silly, but it'll settle down after a while. I think it's just crazy.
Good news. I'm going to Duxford on Saturday, so if the Wi-Fi holds out, I may join you for Across the Pond.
Oh, do please, that'd be fantastic. Usual time, 1 o'clock, and I'm hosting it, so I'm hoping I don't have any issues with this stupid flaming Google. Yeah. It's going okay so far tonight. Now that's over the weekend it was impossible. I was ready to chuck the thing out the window. But touch wood, it's fine tonight. I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know what the Wi-Fi is like at Duxford, but she said it may go sluggish with the amount of users.
That's part of the issue. I know with we were at the Star Trek thing last year, and I think it's because you get so many people all trying to do the same thing at the same time in the same place. It just can't cope. Everyone's trying to stream stuff. Give it a go. I'd be interested to see it, and if you don't, take some pictures, please.
Well, I will try and get on, and if let's say after the show, about 2 o'clock display starts. So if you hang about couple of bits after, you probably see.
Yeah, great. It's worth trying. It's something I always wanted anyone going to Telford to do. But I think last year Craig tried it. Craig Kerr tried it. But the signal was just not great at all. I know anyone who's with EE on their phone here at the minute, you can get up to 70 meg connection, which should be no problem at all if you're streaming stuff. But it relies on getting a decent connection. But it's not great if we can give it a go. What are you working on, Randall?
I'm working on this old mosquito kit on and off.
Right. Yeah.
Been sort of putting together this. Oh, hang on. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. This cockpit. Adding
Nice.
detail to the basic cockpit, and hopefully something that looks vaguely like the Mosquito's cockpit, but
Yeah.
It'll be under the typical Airfix bottle bottom glass canopy, so
Yeah.
I'm not going for any super detail because it'll not be visible.
You're not tempted by the Tamiya one?
Yes, I am, but for myself.
Yeah, and the price of it? Oh.
This build is for it was a freebie to begin with, and it's for a mate whose uncle flew in the things as an
So special, yeah. I think that the Tamiya's is £190. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's a 1/32nd scale, but you should see it. Even I don't know if you've seen it, Keith. How detailed it is. The wheels. Now normally you get an aircraft wheel. It's molded in two halves, or perhaps it's a rubber wheel that you stick on, whatever it might be. But the way they're doing it, they're doing each of the individual treads as a piece.
Oh, where did I see that? I saw a review of that.
Yeah, or I know Steve the Fish, the guy in Japan that posts videos. He covered part of it in I think one of his videos, and it's just crazy the detail is in the thing.
Yeah.
But
Nice, though.
Pardon?
Nice, however, very nice.
Yeah, but it's how far do you take it, and then how long do you spend building it to do it justice? So it's we'll see.
But you know what it's like. You'll get it, and you know it's because you want to do it justice. You'll spend the extra time.
It's definitely out of. I think if I was spending that kind of money, it would be a 1/16 scale tank or something. Perhaps I'd be tempted by it. But
I'll tell you this much: with this, got to have a nice steady hand.
Yes, and perhaps chatting at the same time isn't recommended. So
it certainly is a fun thing to try and paint. it's okay. I mean, it's good with liners. Like I find liner brushes to be absolutely brilliant for obviously doing lines. It's just so you can get it so, you know.
You get a flow going. Yeah, you probably finding the paint's running out just as you're getting into your stride, and then you have to go dip it again. And
no, it's all right. I got the paint right here, and it's just every time I do part of a line, I just go back, reload it back up again. Just the tip. You never load up the whole brush because it just turns to crap.
That was fun. That was something I was doing detail on this thing the other night. This Italeri. It's what's the correct number? 10/0. And you know, it's silly. I don't know. You probably won't even see the. You probably just about see the.
Oh yeah.
The problem is you can't get any amount of paint on it at all. You're sort of going doing one little dot, and then there's no paint left, and you have to go dub it again.
Yeah. One lady, I was learning when I was learning to paint miniatures. She calls it zombie funk, and it's where you put paint on the brush. And by the time you get it to the model, it's dry.
Yes, because there's so little there.
You find yourself like with your little model in your hand, and you'll go to your palette where you got it mixed up, and you'll just put a pile on right next to the model on the stand, so you can go right. You know what I mean? You're right there. So.
Hi,
hey, Andrew.
Hey, what's up, man? You all right, mate?
We're all here, if not all there.
Good. What's going on?
We're just nattering about problems and issues and whatever else. So, and thinking about what we can't afford.
Oh yeah, the usual.
Did you see Brad Hare's stash video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just too many though.
You just want to reach out and grab. Oh, take one of those and one of those and one of those and oh, top shelf will have one of those as well. I was saying to the guys, the problem I had was he was panning so quickly that I was pausing the video, but he had panned. The movement was too great. You couldn't see what it was.
Yeah.
So infuriating. But I don't know if he would sell any of the stuff. He could make an absolute fortune over here.
He's not going to sell those. He probably.
Yeah. When you see some of the stuff, how old some of it is as well.
Yeah.
So.
He's not stupid. He knows what's in demand as well. He might as well just keep hold of it.
Yeah. It's an investment for his retirement.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you at yourself?
Huh?
What are you building at the moment?
I did that. Well, nearly finished that.
Oh, the Mad Max was going well. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah. So, because I chopped up 2 cars, I thought to myself, well, because I enjoyed it so much, I was like, I might as well make another one to go with it, kind of thing. Like the good guy and the bad guy.
Yeah.
So I started doing that. I don't know if you can see that. Just I've just put bikes in it and some mesh.
The mesh was a good idea. Yeah.
And now I'm just waiting for some weapons to turn up as well.
Yeah. Where'd you get the mesh from? What's that for?
I've got a bunch of it. Where is it? Because I'm doing the studio scale snow speeder. It's got the grill at the front, and I was looking for some stuff, so I found this stuff on eBay. It's like a bunch of really fine mesh. It's really like military stuff as well. It's just useful stuff.
Is it metallic or plastic?
Metal. Yeah, it's actual metal.
Right. Very nice. It almost could be used for the Defiant engines and stuff. Oh no, because it's not. It's not. It has to be that cross-hatch, not a vertical. I suppose that's the problem.
Hold on. Yeah, it's cross.
It is cross. Oh, yeah. They do, yeah.
Yeah, all you need is that and the coloured whatever perspex or plastic, whatever you're going to use.
Yeah.
And it would look right.
I know a few people are saying about Dawn's Light and Magic not replying to stuff at the minute. Maybe that's just a one-off glitch or something. But has that no one's ordered anything from them recently? No.
No, not recently.
Yeah. Just wonder how they're doing. It's one of those places that would be a pity to see it go because they have stuff that no one else keeps.
Yeah.
But I think he was trying to retire or something. Can you hear these things and hear different variations on it?
Yeah. I have no idea what he's doing.
Just let me add in David Hale's trying to get in here. Hold on. Anybody else wants an invite? Just message me. Just a reminder as well. I'm hosting the Amazing Plastic in place of Jack this Saturday. He's taking a sabbatical for two hangouts. So this one and the next one I'll be doing. I don't think I think he just wants to lie in bed for a change instead of getting up in the middle of the night, the usual problem.
Yeah.
But I must post a link for it tomorrow or the next day just to try and get things organised.
I never know what time. That one I probably would join, but I never know what time it is until afterwards. I always see the invites and everything after.
Yeah, I've had to put it on my wife's calendar. Put it that way. I've been ordered to make sure that she knows when it is. Hi, David. When it's taking place, so there's no issues or arguments.
Yeah.
No, it's hot where David is.
My ISS Enterprise.
That's looking nice.
Oh, very nice. Alternate universe.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks sweet.
Yeah.
See that all full detail into it or not, but
And damaged as well, yeah.
Yeah, I like that with that.
Glass, yeah. Is she lit or is she just a paint job?
it's a little bit of both.
Right.
I can see that. But
Yes. Nice take on it. Oldham University. I like it.
Yeah, it looks wicked. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish you could get a hold of one of those kits in the UK at a reasonable price. They're insane. Once again, need to talk to Brad here.
My next kit. The next one.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's the art. That's not the clear one. That's the standard plastic one. Yeah.
Yeah. Started on it years ago, but I got that far with it, but then I quit.
Yeah, it's a big job. Is that decals or is that a paint job?
Yep.
Right. It's a lot of work. I know Carmen sort of seems to have left his for a while. I mean, he was doing a fantastic job of it too. I think you do get to the stage where you're ready to chuck the thing if you get too frustrated with it.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You got the copper well on the engines.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That's all paint. That is all paint.
Really?
Yeah. Just going to try and add in Jairus. Someone else is trying to get in here and just before he wants to join. Let's see. It was this time last week I couldn't get the system to work at all, and everyone seemed to be online for some reason last Monday. I don't know what it was, and it wasn't even a holiday in the States or anything.
Just painting up Spider-Man's spider on his chest.
You're doing a nice job of the Falcon too, David.
Me. Hold on.
Muted at his end.
Was it me or
Sorry? Yeah, I can hear you fine, yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah.
Do something quick.
Okay. Sorry, Randall, you said something? No?
I thought it had gone very quiet there, but so maybe it's gone altogether, but no.
No, I think he's gone to get something actually, so. Anything anybody wants to talk about this Saturday on the Hangout? Anything specific you want me to bring up, or just do our usual? Let it all hang out.
Let it all hang out.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I know. I might get arrested, but that's not the point.
As long as you keep the garage door shut, you'll be all right.
I usually do. Yes, I don't want to scare any of the dogs in the street. I keeps the mice out anyway. Oh, it's a bit early yet for those, thankfully.
Ooh, speaking of pets, my cat's getting a bit
Getting a bit what?
The cat's getting a bit impatient for some food.
Ah, well, you better go and sort them out. I know.
Yeah. Bang the tick.
You don't want no problem. You don't want a rebellion. It's amazing how many people have cats that are built models. And usually then are shouting at them for knocking something over.
Yeah, wow.
No pets. No pets in this house.
Cats, they're definitely their own. They're definitely their own boss.
Yes. Let me just turn off my compressor. It's going here in the background. Hold a second. there seems to be a few people doing the Mad Max stuff. I know there's Andrew, Wayne's doing something, I'm doing something. Jack himself was supposed to be working on something. I don't know who else was participating specifically, but and then by coincidence, Boyd Compton's been doing stuff.
Yeah. He's Mad Max turned out really well, eh?
Yeah. So I've changed my opinion a little bit about cars from building this one because it's a much better kit than my previous experience. So even down to the windows have been okay. I'm used to masking aircraft windows, but don't know how much this will show up again. You can see that.
Hello.
They're fairly nice little windows, so. So I got all of those done, and they fit again. The fit is the thing about it. Let me just show you the fit on it's just amazing. Turn it around. Everything just falls into place with it.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Just how well it fits in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's without any sanding or filling or anything else. 2013 vintage kit. I think that's what the reason is. That just the engineering is just 1,000,000% better on it. Hi, Richard.
Hello. How are you doing?
Can't complain apart from the rain and the storm and lightning and whatever else outside. I don't know if it's got as far as you, Randall. I had to go out on a ladder about a half an hour ago and unblock my conservatory drain because the water was literally going vertically up out of the spout.
Lovely.
So, that's the wonderful thing about
we had a thunderstorm over the weekend there, but I was in Belfast at the time, so.
You were up pretending that your Spitfire was a tall ship.
That's it.
Yes. I know it seemed to be quite popular. The crowds going by the coverage on television, it looked like it was an interesting day. Weekend.
Yeah, it was good.
Working on anything, Richard?
I've just finished the Rebel Transporter.
Oh, nice.
With the X-wings either side of it. I put that on Google Plus, and I've just bought. Where's the kit gone? Just bought this kit. Don't know if you can see it. It's Perry Roden's spaceship.
Right, not familiar with that. No, I thought I knew everything to do with.
Perry Roden.
That's quite an old kit.
Yeah, it's from the 2002 or so. But Perry Roden is a French science fiction character.
Yeah.
And he's been going for like 40 years. But nobody outside of France have heard of him.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought. Yeah. I know with Mobius and things like that, France and so on. You think you know most things, but just not familiar with it now. That's interesting.
It's a weird kit.
Did you get it in France or do you get it here somewhere?
eBay.
Oh, of course, yeah, our savior. Although I keep telling everyone to look at Gumtree as well. Go on Gumtree and type in model kit, and you'll be surprised what you can pick up. Some things I've got some fantastic bargains. Or type in something like model ship or model aircraft, variations on model. And a lot of people are selling stuff on Gumtree who aren't the sort of sellers that you get on eBay, trying to make a massive profit. And the other thing, of course, is the price on Gumtree is the price you pay, or you enter into negotiation and say, oh, you want 20 quid, but could you do it for 15? And most of the time people will be amenable. A lot of people prefer it to be collection only, but in my experience, if you can just give it a few days, they haven't sold the thing, then offer them a $5 for delivery, and they'll usually sell it to you. But I'd recommend it. I've got Randall knows I've got quite a few kits that way with things that would be worth 40, 50 pounds. I've got them for 11, 12 pounds. So it's worth trying.
Wow.
There was a guy selling a crazy collection of Star Trek and Star Wars kits in Hull but he just wouldn't budge on postage. They wanted to sell the whole lot. It's a job lot. I think it was £150. It was easily £600-700 worth of kits. So it's always worth keeping an eye on. The other thing to do, if you want to search for Star Wars or Star Trek, you'll see a lot of Star Trek stuff. Yes, but you can see these things on my Star Trek fact files, the complete set. That cost me 15. That was £15 on Gumtree.
Wow.
So it's an example of keep an eye on it. You can get the bargains. Or if you're after a new fridge freezer or something, you might get one of those as well. But
as well as
have to try that.
No, keep an eye on it. eBay is okay, but I think most people that are using it now, they do know what they're doing, and they know there's a big profit to be made on certain things. So, I don't know if you remember if any of this.
Kits.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple of swap groups on Facebook. In fact, quite a few of them now on about there's some of them have 1,000, 1,500 members. If you're after something specific, quite often you can get a swap or an exchange for something. I know a lot of people have rare kits on there, and providing you're careful in who you're dealing with, some people have gotten bitten by sort of dealing with the wrong people. But if it's in the UK, there's not any amount of people doing stuff. If you're a Facebook member, just do a search for model swap or model kit swap or something. Just be careful, and you'll probably find there are ones. If you don't find anything, let me know and I'll give you links for them. But the guys have crazy amounts of stuff. Okay, mostly tanks, aircraft, that type of thing. But there are a lot of people doing sci-fi stuff as well. So you might get the kit that you're looking for. I know I've been trying to get a hold of a shuttle Tidarium, the Revell shuttle Tidarium, even the easy kit, but just can't get one at a reasonable price. But they are supposed to be being re-released later on in the year, so just can hope that happens.
I'd probably wait for the re-release because
there's a guy in Malta for some reason. Now why Malta, I don't know, who sells any amount of stuff on eBay, but he has a pile of kits. But again, the prices are all insane. And he charges way over the top for the postage as well, because he obviously then makes a profit from that too. But as you say, Richard, that's people know the price of things, what their value is.
Yeah, they do. Which is a shame.
We all
hope bargain.
Yeah, we all hope to find the widow selling her husband's collection that's been sitting in the roof space for 20 years that they never get around to building. But it has had. I mean, a few people and a few of the Americans certainly have had that opportunity for stuff. Where they've had a garage sale or something, and it's just you just sort of eyes out on stocks type of collection. But
I did that once on eBay, and this lady was selling all these Star Trek box DVD sets, Battlestar Galactica, that like 20 different series, all box sets, DVDs, and kits, and there was collectibles, and I managed to get the whole lot for £55.
That's the way it works, yeah. It's, if they just want rid of the stuff. They don't want to
get rid of it.
They want to get a reasonable price, but they're not worried about making a fortune. The reverse can happen too. There was a girl who, again, Gumtree, her father had died, and she was advertising all his kits on Gumtree, and she had silly prices, and I thought, okay, you don't mind paying a reasonable price for stuff, but she was selling the stuff off for silly money, and she didn't seem to realise at all. I contacted her, there was a phone number, I rang her, and I gave her a list then of reasonable prices. She couldn't believe the difference, and she was more than happy. People still got the kits for a fair price, but she got a lot more money. It was expenses towards funeral and whatever else. It was handy for her, and then it turned out they had a massive dinky collection that no one knew about. And again, I told her to take that to a specialised dealer. Don't sell it on Gumtree or eBay. And she got £12,000 for the collection of stuff that the man had.
Woo!
Yeah. It was just he had everything from the 50s and 60s, and all boxed, all immaculate. and she'd have just sold those off as toys.
Yeah.
But that's, people just don't realise the value of certain things. One man's rubbish is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
I can imagine, God forbid, if anything happened to myself, what my wife would get rid of all this stuff for. I get that rubbish. Take it. It's not worth anything. Go for it. Yeah.
That's all right, Liam. Just leave
man's
me
treasure is another wife's rubbish. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Randall. If I go first, you make sure Karen knows what my stuff's worth, and if you go first, I'll let Kathy know what your stuff's worth. So.
I will.
I know.
Fair deal.
I leave my Star Trek collection too. Oh, who do you pick?
Before the skippers all ordered, eh?
I know what to do. I could put in advanced bids. You can all put advanced bids in years beforehand and say what you think it's worth. Whoever goes first, one of those. What was it? I can't think of the film. There was a film where people all agreed. Whoever was last left would get everything. So a bit like one of those Agatha Christie things. We'll see.
All right.
How many people are looking for the Space 1999 kit?
Murdering.
Yeah, I think we all want an Eagle. I think.
I've got a dinky one.
But the 22-inch one's coming out in November time. But the UK prices are crazy, £100.
Really?
That's what they're listed at on Forbidden Planet, and they're There's $108, I think, in the States. And then you get a discount. You know, most people are selling it for, say, $85. So then it's the usual.
I've got one on that I put on reserve through Cult TV, man, and that's $85.
Yeah, which is about equivalent here would be about 50 quid, £52, something like that. Yeah. Which would be fine if it translated across to the UK. But I say Forbidden Planet already have it. I think it's 104, 105. They've listed it at.
Might be easy to buy it from HobbyLink Japan.
You hit for customs and import duty. Yeah. The annoying thing is one of the guys on Facebook. I can't think of the name of the shop now. There's a few small shops who have Facebook pages, and he was just posting today saying he had approached HobbyLink Japan about buying in bulk, to the UK, but they wanted a minimum monthly order of $150,000. So that just wasn't going to happen. So it's silly. They're cutting off their nose to spite their face. They are very good. I've bought a couple of kits from them, and they're amazingly reasonably priced. Plus the postage and so on, providing you stay below the old £15-16. But once it goes over that, then you're hit for customs and the usual story. That's from them, but if you buy from somewhere in China, it doesn't seem to happen.
No.
Isn't it?
And there's a few Hong Kong shops. I can't think of the name specific one now, but I know people have said this stuff gets to the UK without charges. But the only other thing is to ask someone in America to buy it for you and send it over, but then the problem is you'll get caught every time for import duty and customs and post office charges. Yeah, all the add-ups to effectively double the price. So I've only ever been caught twice, but both times it's been large items.
I've ordered a few things from China, and they've all come just in a parcel, and I didn't have to pay anything more. But you're right. If you order it from America, it automatically gets weighed in, and suddenly you've got cost of it another £30.
I think it may be down to volume, the amount of stuff that must be coming to the UK now from China. That's just they can't go. Oh, we can't. We can just let it all through. We can't do anything about that. I know all of the wiring, LEDs, all that stuff. That's where I buy everything from now. eBay China, and okay, you wait 3 weeks, but the stuff's just so ridiculously cheap. It's just insane. I don't know anyone knows a good source for isopropyl alcohol. You don't know anywhere, Randall? No.
Nope.
I think I'll probably have to end up ordering. It's just for airbrush cleaner, because I had been buying the.
It's just surgical spirit, isn't it?
Surgical spirit is not the same thing. It's very close, but surgical spirit has stuff added to it.
Right.
With Surgical Spirit. It's slightly different. I don't know if Keith would agree with me or disagree there, but
Yeah, no, I agree.
yeah, I always understood.
I just go to my local. I say local, it's about an hour away. My local beauty shop has isopropyl alcohol for fairly dirt cheap. So.
Right, never thought of trying that now, because it used to be at work. I could have gotten it at work for nothing, but all the health and regulations have all changed, and they don't use this, and they don't use that, and it's just I'm getting low on airbrush cleaner, and the one thing I've found that works is the isopropyl alcohol and screen wash, KR screen wash.
Oh yeah.
Two of them mixed together. It's exactly the same as the stuff that you're paying. I mean, I have been using this stuff, Ultimate Products airbrush cleaner, and it is amazing. But everyone's thing, it's just literally screen wash and isopropyl alcohol with a little bit of what's that? What else is added to it? Glycerin.
Glycerin, oh, okay.
5 or 6 drops of glycerin. For some reason, it seems to make it flow better or something. But it works amazingly well. It'll shift everything out of the airbrush, whereas just using thinners or something just doesn't work the same.
Yeah. Well, any surfactant should make your paint flow.
Yeah.
Well,
I know a lot of people use what do you call it? Oh dear, old age is a terrible thing. It's a glass cleaner.
Windex?
Well, what you call it Windex, we call it Windowline in the UK. It's the same thing. Because it has an ammonia component and basically, again, alcohol or something that shifts the stuff, and it does work, and it's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've found one down here that's ammonia-free.
Sorry. I sneezed before I could stop myself. The ammonia attacks the seals on some of the airbrushes.
Yeah.
Depends on the quality of the airbrush. I know a lot of them that use the non. PTFE. Yeah, and they don't have any issues. Even the ones I've gotten from Bart Sharp in the UK, they all seem to be fine in that respect.
Yeah.
What the hell? What kit's that, Richard? You have in your hand?
Oh, it's I don't know. It's that spaceship.
Is it a scratch build? Just something you've?
I think somebody did actually scratch build it once, and they painted it so poorly it was awful. So I bought them, and I'm repainting them. As you can see, it has two bays, shuttle bays.
Yeah.
And I'm just pre-shading it at the moment and glossed it up. So it's a bit weird, as you can see.
Well, no, you can recognize some kits in it. As Keith said, you can sort of see the nacelle on the top, the warp nacelle.
Bits for the camouflage, the nacelle comes off. It's very, very unusual. There's a lot of ship parts on here. You know, like the things you tie ropes round.
Yeah.
They've actually put those on here as well.
Well, someone's been very inventive. I mean, that works.
It does sort of balance out, actually. It's quite weird. So that should be done hopefully by the weekend, with any luck. And
nice.
I'll show
it actually does work, yeah. Well, if you've anything finished by Saturday, if you're free on Saturday at 1 o'clock, the Amazing Plastic Across the Pond show's on. So I don't know if you.
I'll be working, unfortunately.
Really?
I think I will.
So will I, because I'm the host. It's not work. It's not proper work at all.
If only I could work from home, I'd be fine.
Yeah, I know. We all want that. Or retired. That's the other thing. Retired and working from home is the best thing altogether. But I'm coming up on an hour, just over an hour now, guys. So I'm going to stop the broadcast. Just bear with me for a wee second.